eating, mating, surviving, whatever it is that insects do. But it's part of the circle of life. You know what I mean? Lion King, not the 2019 version, the 1994 year.
Or Mufasa. I always wanted a brother.
Stay away from my brother. Yeah. Ugh. Disgusting ass. Colors of the rainbow and shit.
Oh my.
Olga's Cantina.
All gays cantina. Yeah, exactly. It's orbit time, bitches. The bacon bear menu went. Get it right, finger licking bitches.
Elliot, so if I stab you, would you react like your charms?
Yo, mama. We have a local Chick-fil-A. Chanting all over your tatum. Harry.
Still moves.
Incoming!
I hate sand. I'm a bully.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we'll go do this soon. Elliot, don't.
Jen, get away from me! Elliot, am I boring you? What the fuck? I'm recording your project.
Breakfast.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Basic Nerd Experience. As always, it's your boy Chili Mr. 305 coming back at you live. How are you? How you doing? Yeah, yeah. And joining me here today, as always, we have our brilliant, the host with the most that looks like a ghost. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Quite an introduction, sir.
Sam, thank you. I practiced.
Sorry, I had a technical difficulty.
It's okay. You're forgiven. But
That'll be it.
anyway, my man, I wanted to hit this right off the bat. I'm sure we've discussed this before, but like now it's more prevalent than ever. The news broke out that It's Tough to Be a Bug is shutting down. Now, I would like to discuss this with you, my man, like because A Bug's Life is one of those movies that to me is kind of a little underrated, if you ask me.
Hmm.
It's a movie like I don't know if you remember this, but we harken back to the Pixar episode that we did around 2.5 years ago.
My second place is
Okay.
Incredibles 2.
Yeah. What?
Incredibles 2.
Whoa. I did not see that one coming.
Your reaction.
Bug's Life was thrown around more than a couple of times on the top five Pixar movies of all time, our favorites. And from what I remember, A Bug's Life, I remember it being at least like an honorable mention of mine because I do remember loving this movie a lot. And I believe this was back in 1999 or I think
Yeah, 98. Yeah.
98. Yeah. Yeah. And when the ride came out, like it was already a smash when it was coming out. I
Mhm.
believe this was 1999, 2000, around that time.
Yeah, it was like I think it was around the time where when the movie came out, it opened around the same time when the Animal Kingdom theme park opened
Mm.
because it's a part of the Tree of Life. So, and I think, yeah, no. I think it's been there since the park opened. So around that same time, yeah.
All right. Sweet. So, point is, it's been around for a really long ass time, 20
Yeah.
plus years at this point. And so, with it closing, we would like to share with our audience um best moments, the worst moments of this ride, the things that creeped us out as a kid, the things that we look back upon as adults now and saying that, hey, that was a really smart decision, or no, this did not age well. I think this should have been terminated immediately. You should notify your school. Yeah.
And talk to your guidance counselor
And
at
talk to your
once.
guidance counselor. Absolutely. So, Elliot, I would like to start off with you. Like, what are some things let's start off with the positives first. What are some things that you appreciated about It's Tough to Be a Bug?
I think the animatronics still kind of hold up.
Oh, yeah?
I especially think it's cool like when Flick was like upside down and would talk to the audience in the spotlight. I think that's like a really cool effect like you don't really see a lot anywhere. And then when Hopper comes in and he's like flying around and like talking to like friends. These are not friends; they're pests, or whatever. Like he has like his Othello monologue or whatever. But
Right.
by the way, one of the best parts of A Bug's Life is Hopper. But it's just cool to see that as well. So I would say like the animatronics, like the interactive part as well. And this might be part of the creepy aspect as well. And I'm sure you didn't appreciate this with your arachnophobia, but when like the black widow spiders came down and the smoke.
Ugh. God, that moment was tetric to me. It was terrifying. God. Oh, yeah, it was. Things that you have to notice with this ride is that if you are scared of bugs, if you're scared of arachnids, chances are this isn't your cup of tea. So I would recommend not going in on it. Like between now and when does this ride close? May?
It's like March 20th or something like that.
March 20th. Between now and March 20th, if you have a certain fear of bugs or arachnids, do
You
not.
got one shot to go.
You got one shot, yeah.
Did you hear Eminem with 8 Mile? No, I'm kidding. But
Hell yeah. Do not miss your chance to blow.
but I
What
don't know.
else?
I think it's like it's a very. I understand why they're getting rid of it because it's kind of dated, but it still has that kind of holds up to it, but it doesn't charm. Like it holds up better, I think, than like the Cat in the Hat ride, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But it still has that charm to it where it's like interactive, but with that late '90s, early 2000s like 3D thing that theme parks are going with, like Nickelodeon shit.
Yeah, like look at this 3D, look at this awesome new technology we're doing. It's that campiness
Yeah,
of the
exactly. So
2000s where like they believe that 3D is this way into the future, like it's that kind of marketing that I thought it was cheesy, but it was pretty cool for being 2000 stuff.
yeah, but it still holds my like Strike 4D is still better than that Minions villain blast, right? Have you seen that, Andres?
I've been on it. I've been on the Minion Mayhem. Yeah, I remember Minion Mayhem.
No,
And
that took over the Nickelodeon one. Have you seen the one that took over for the Shrek 4D one?
for the Shrek 4D, I
Yeah,
don't
they got rid of Shrek 4D, right?
when.
Oh, they got rid of it like a year ago.
This is what happens. Okay, this is what happens when you're cut off from the rest of the news when it comes to resorts, parks, and anything of the sort. You tend to miss out on shit like this when they do my boy dirty like that.
And now it's a stupid like villain, like all the minions or all the villains from Despicable Me are like coming together, and you have to like do like this lame Buzz Lightyear. You walk and imagine you're doing Buzz Lightyear, but you're walking.
Really?
Like this, yeah, it's so bad.
What kind of a ridiculous ass idea for a ride? Okay, don't get me wrong. The first Despicable Me is one of my favorite animated movies. It is. Like I love that franchise. I've already talked to death about this, but like it's yeah, that movie is legendary. I love it. I love it. But the fact that you're replacing Shrek, a living embodiment of you become the meme, but you surpass the meme and it becomes great again. You know what I mean? Like that has a legendary status. And plus, like this was following Shrek 1, like Lord Farquaad's ghost comes back, and starts haunting everybody again with his mystifying little journey that he takes you on, like making a stone copy of uh, Donkey's lover dragon, however that works. And they just go and replace it with Despicable Me of all things. Like it's not even that I hate it. It's just I, why? Like that's all well, what yeah,
It's
whatever.
just whatever popular in the moment.
I guess so. I guess so. But going back to let's go back to the bug's life. That it's tough to be a bug. Yeah, this craze with 3D at the time was fitting because everybody else was doing it. Even like I believe it was the Nicktoons ride, the Shrek 4D, the
Hmm.
fact that they put in 3D glasses in like a lot of video games back in the day with a red and blue tint on them like this, you're just like, wow, look at this. It's like the shark's really coming to get me. Yeah. No, but I I don't know. To me, it was one of the more enjoyable aspects of the ride. And sorry, I went on tandems. What else do you like about the ride, my man?
No, I think that it's I it sounds cheesy, but I like that it's so like when you think about the magic, you think of the four theme parks. It like you think of what ride or statue like represents the park. So it's like if the castle for Magic Kingdom, you have like the golf ball for Epcot, then you have well, it used to be the sorcerer ears, but it's not there anymore. So I guess maybe the Chinese theater that's there, that where great movie
Where the
ride used
great
to
movie
be,
ride was.
and Animal Kingdom has Tree of Life. So the cool thing is that I like that in Tree of Life has a show in it, like a ride in it, and then like an Epcot has Spaceship Earth in it.
Yeah,
So it kind of represents like what the park. So I think it represents. It's a long way of saying I like that it represents the park well. Fun, campy, and you're there for like animal fun.
yeah. And plus, I think it's fitting that A Bug's Life was in the Tree of Life because you can't get more fundamental when it comes to the Tree of Life than when it comes to insects. Insects literally live right under us, basically eating, mating, surviving, whatever it is that insects do. But it's part of the circle of life. You know what I mean? Lion King, not the 2019 version, the 1994 year.
Or Mufasa. I always wanted a brother.
Stay away from my brother. Yeah. Ugh. Disgusting ass.
Have you seen
Oh,
Mufasa?
no.
Muchacha?
No. No. No, but I really don't want to. I spent my whole week like think about it like this. Nico and I spent that weekend watching Sonic the Hedgehog 3 rather than that goddamn Mufasa.
That movie ran superior. But anyways, but no, I just think that also Animal Kingdom is I think it's a great park. I think it was I think it's kind of lame right now because it's just there's like only six, seven things to do, and it's like a half day park because it always gets so crowded. And then it's like you have Pandora Land, but there's also only like two rides, and like one of the rides is like 210 minutes is an ungodly amount. And then you have like an hour wait for a boat ride, and you have like I don't know, it's just like everything takes too long. But like with it's Have to Be a Bug, it's like a good like 10-minute ride. Like you always just like go on it. Like
Yeah. You're in and out. And it's a to me it's a spectacular show. I like it. Like even when I was a kid and I was scared of spiders, I don't care which spider it was. You present to me something with eight arms, I was scared of it. I did not give a shit. But was nowadays, like I thankfully was able to see the show when I got when I was over it, when I had the transition period between arachnophobe and arachnid lover in a professional way, I swear to God.
oh,
But, I was able to appreciate more of what It's Tough to Be a Bug had to offer. I like the immersion of it all. I like the fact that they use 3D and enhance it with sound effects. They use water, spray you in the head whenever there's freaking no. All of these bugs must be exterminated. That freaky ass termite that wanted to kill you with its freaking juice that comes out of its nose. I don't know what it is, but like it was cool. It was disgusting, but it was all part of the immersion to keep you in this world. And the fact that like what you said, when Hopper comes in, like as always, the performance of Hopper is excellent. And the
mhm.
guy, the guy said, "What are you doing interacting with these things?" He doesn't see us as insects. He sees us as a threat. And like when you're older, you tend to see Hopper's point of view because like yeah, we do have bug zappers, we have exterminators, we have sprays. Yeah, we do kill bugs that are inconvenient to us. Like yeah, I kill bugs here all the time when they come in, but not spiders though. I trap
In
them.
your closet.
No, no, no. No, but like I'm not gonna be here and say like, oh, Hopper was right all along. No, no, he's
Yeah.
wrong about some things, you know what I mean? But like when he sicks the hornets on you, right? And you feel like these little things like on your bottom when you're sitting, right? There's these little
Mhm.
holes that stab you, and then the Black Widow spiders come in from up top, start trying to get at you, right? That shit terrified me as a kid. But like now I find it really funny. I find it really fun, and I find it really, as I said, immersive. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it presents an actual threat to us, and Flick's trying to save us. You know what I mean? And also one more thing, I got a shout out to my boy Chili, the Chilean rose hair tarantula. That was Chile. That was voiced. Is that voiced by Cheech Marine from Cheech and Chong?
That is correct.
That's Cheech and Chong. I was surprised he didn't light out an eight-legged bong. He just like, come smoke with your boy. Yeah,
Yeah, right now
yeah.
he's too busy like keep it coming, like like
Keep him coming, keep it coming. Yeah.
you know what's funny is speaking of the cast, like I think the cast is like pretty awesome too. Like they got a lot of the people from like Bugs Life, even though they only brought like that's the funny thing about Bugs Life. It's a kind of like the closest thing we have to a sequel
Mm,
is we don't really see a lot of the characters from the previous one, but we have a lot of new characters.
that's true. Dave Foley, the guy who voices Flick,
Like
comes
yeah, he
back.
comes back.
He comes back. The guy's a real one for doing that, man. Yeah.
And then Kevin Spacey, I think
Yep.
did Hopper.
I
I
believe,
think
yeah,
those
he
those
sounded a lot like, if it wasn't Kevin, it sounded a lot like him.
and I think those are the only two from the original movie, but everything else was pretty much its own design, which is cool. But no, you get like cast members like Jason Alexander, who is George Costanza from Seinfeld. I think he makes an
Yeah.
appearance.
And the freaking
What was it?
gargoyle from The Hunchback who says, I'm moving to a bird. It's fun.
Exactly. I'm trying to think of the other cast. What was the one you just mentioned from Cheech and Chong?
Cheech Marine,
Yeah.
Chili, the rose hair tarantula.
No, but it's a lot of fun. This one's a lot of fun and it's very interactive and still I still like the part where it's like, please wait for the bugs. Like, look at the hands, like, please wait for the bugs to pass under you, and it's like, excuse me, pardon me,
Excuse me,
excuse me.
and you feel them crawling into your like around your butt, and you're just like this. Oh my God!
It feels awkward and weird.
Yeah, I know. It feels slimy and creepy.
Yeah, it's like, never mind.
And I love the fact that this show actually shows you like the positive aspects that bugs and insects have on our ecosystem, like
Because they're pollinators. Yeah.
pollinators. Yeah, exactly. You gotta love them bees, man, and you gotta love the fact that some of these insects even eat other insects that are inconvenient to you. Like I always go back to this, but let's take let's take spiders for example. Spiders eat insects. They keep them away from your house. Like there are certain arachnids that don't spin webs, but there are some that do. Like take the daddy longlegs for example. The daddy longlegs is pretty
Yeah.
long for what it is. Not Edward Scissorhands. I'm talking about it. I'm just kidding. But daddy longlegs tend to like they can bite. Like they can bite, but they're not harmful to humans. But they are harmful to other insects who have hard hides and can penetrate and can kill them.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, is right. And let's not forget the pollinators known as the bees. And you already have every single young kid out there, they have enough of a lesson of what bees do from the bee movie, but like for the guys like us who grew up with a bug's life, we all know that, without bees, no flowers can actually survive out here. Like they
Mhm.
pollinate them, they keep them fresh, they suck out the nectar, they give it back to their queen has relations with whatever bee they want, and then they make more bees. It's great.
We saw the documentary, a B movie.
That's right. That's right, with Patrick Warburton as the main guy. That guy was right all along. Okay, yeah.
I am using my winter boots.
That's where I usually sit.
That's where I usually sit.
Right there. Overall, I love this ride. I really do. Like, if we were to do a love it or hate it thing with Animal Kingdom, I would say I would love this thing. Like, I will. to the day I die. It doesn't matter if it's closing. I will defend it.
Well, that sounds like we should do a good episode on that, actually.
Oh yeah, we should. We should. In fact, on editing this video, right? I'm gonna put a love it right under where I am, right here. I'm gonna put love it. What are you gonna put?
Love it.
Yeah, boy. That's right. You better.
Oh man, we already spoiled the next episode.
Oh no, but we kind of do that in every episode. I mean, we tease it a little bit.
It's a good point. What was I gonna say? No, but like it's a very fun show. Like it's even though it's like a couple minutes, but no, it's just I'm gonna miss it. It kind of was like it. Disney's kind of going like this weird time with like replacing stuff and how they're making rides now, and it's like some rides are really good, but it's just like right now they're more worried about. They were great about quality and quantity. Now they're just focused on quality, and it's not enough.
That is true. In a way, like yeah, in a way they're more worried about pumping more stuff in an effort to stay relevant rather than making timeless stuff that stands the test of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think A Bug's Life is a great example of that because yeah, like it doesn't get as much attention as much of the as other Pixar movies like Up, Wall-E, Toy Story, and Monsters Incorporated. But you know, but I think Bug's Life is a movie that, for the most part, has aged like a fine wine. I would say, yeah, I would say it's like a fine French wine. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good. It's got its flaws for sure. It does. But the more I watch it, and I watched it recently, I think it was around a month ago, and it just brought back a lot of nostalgia for me. I love Top and Roll. I love the characters. I love
Mhm.
what's it called? I love Dung, the Dung Beetle. You know what I mean? I love PT Flea. I love Heimlich. I love Slim. I love Francis. These characters are fleshed out, and it's not because like these feel like real people. Like they have their flaws. They're like they're rough and tough sometimes, but they're sweet when they need to be. You know what I mean? Like they feel real. That's what I think keeps the people coming back to A Bug's Life and makes it timeless. You know what I mean? It's how they construct these characters, and how we fall in love with them.
And it's also just like like you're saying, like it feels like Disney is building stuff on top of each other. Like I don't know. It's like building. What's the phrase? What was it? We stand on.
Yes.
Damn it! I forgot the phrase.
Were you about to say
Bendy burger.
we are you about to say we stand on the shoulders of giants?
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Well, is it because we're humans and we're talking about insects and ants and
No, I'm just saying like they're replacing rides on top of each other, but also not expanding beyond that.
oh yes, yes, that's right.
Like they're getting rid of dinosaur for the new Indiana Jones ride.
Yeah. And
Wait, we should also do a dinosaur episode. Speaking of spoilers, we should do a dinosaur
we
episode.
should. I have a hilarious ass story about when I was in elementary school about that, but I'll save that for that. I'm burping, goddamn.
But I just feel like it's like I understand why Zootopia is taking over for it, and it makes sense. Like Zootopia is like the one that's having its moment. Like there's a second one coming out this November, so it's very telling. Which is, and you know what, like Zootopia, I think it's a fun idea. Like they also just opened like its own land in Shanghai Disneyland like not that
Yeah.
long ago, and it's pretty fun. Like I haven't been there, but I've just seen from videos, and it seems like a lot of fun. Like it's like a dark ride mix. It's like how do I say it? It's like damn it. It's like test track. It's like test track and like a dark ride like Mr. Toad or something like that together.
Mr. Toad? What's Mr. Toad?
Yeah. We never done, have you ever been in Disneyland?
No, I've never been to Anaheim before.
Oh man. So you never seen the Mr. Toad ride?
No. Who the hell's Mr. Toad?
You don't know Mr. Toad from Disney?
No.
He was the do I have to show you to show you a movie?
Oh boy, let's see. Yeah, one of these days let's stream it together. That's gonna be my first time seeing Mr. Toad, actually.
It's like it's called The Adventures of Mr. Toad and Ichabod Crane.
Why does that
And that
sound
one
like
also,
some
and then
Incubar?
it also has the short of with the headless horseman.
I'm drawing a blank here, man. If I watched it at one point, I forgot about it because I can't
Wow, that's like a
remember.
Disney classic.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, then we gotta watch it then. You gotta
well,
show me this shit.
one of the oldest Disney dark rides still has Mr. Toad in it.
Really?
In fact, in Disney World, like where Pooh was right now, that used to be Mr. Toad ride.
I had no idea. I
Mm-hmm.
think right around the time, because what I remember from those days, like I think the earliest memories I remember from Disney are like maybe 2006, 2007. This was when Snow White's Scary Adventure was still around.
Oh yeah, and you know what it is now?
Is it a meet and greet for princesses?
Yeah,
Yeah, I knew it because it's right next to the Seven Dwarfs ride.
yeah, exactly. Which is awesome, but it's like it's always packed.
I know the 90 plus minute wait times is always a complaint that I have. And that's why shout out to your boy Nico for using the disability patio. But yeah. I love you, bro.
Okay, I would ignore that. Like,
But yeah, you gotta love him. But
yeah, you do. But Bugs Life, no, I think it's also just the world building as well. Is really thrives through here as well.
mm,
And I think it'll be missed too. And Zootopia, I was getting to Zootopia has that as well, but I think it's just like I'm gonna miss A Bug's Life because it was our generation, but now it's like passing the torch on to what's popular now.
yeah. Yeah. And you know, it's it's the same, it's kind of a similar feeling I have with the Muppets and with Monsters Inc. You know, like Muppets like Muppets is about to be replaced by a Monsters Inc. land, as far as I'm concerned, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like, I don't hate Monsters Inc. In fact, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. But it's just, why did we have to sacrifice this to get that? The same thing with Zootopia. I think Zootopia is a wonderful movie. But like, why do we have to sacrifice this, the Bug's Life? It's tough to be a bug for this.
And if they were smart, maybe like do like two shows where you still have the old show, and then you maybe like do a new Bugs Life show.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. Like, in fact, it would keep the legacy alive for that movie, if you ask me.
And just do like a Zootopia fun ride, like do like a Jungle Trek adventure or whatever. I don't know, like do something fun with that as well. Add more. Like Animal Kingdom, the problem with that ride, it's still a half day park. It has like 7 rides,
Hmm.
and if half of them are closed, you're screwed.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Pandora Land is like another argument. Like I think it's a fun ride. The fly to the what was it, Banshee, whatever it's called, or whatever.
Ikran.
That's right. Um,
Don't ask me how
Flight
I know.
Passage. That's like 210 minutes. It's always like three
Yeah,
plus hours. Like it's always so crazy.
yeah. It competes with Soarin' for the longest lines I've ever been on in a Disney World. In a
Oh,
Disney World.
Soren, yeah.
Yeah. So like, thank God that they haven't touched Soarin'. If they touch Soarin', they're screwed.
I- they have the one you go around the world version, which I don't like. I prefer the California version.
The Cali one, yeah. In my opinion, the Cali one was better.
They have it actually. I went to Disneyland last year. They actually have the California version, which actually makes sense. Like the California version is in California, and the one in Disney World makes sense because
It
Epcot, you're going
makes
out the
it
world. Like
makes sense.
it makes sense, but thematically, but like it's just it's like the California one's better.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my Rachel graph.
It's all right, my man. It's all right. Speaking of which, but yeah, but like in a way, to wrap it up with the Bugs Life because um and I think it's kind of indicative of how this episode is. It's short, it's sweet, it knows what it is, it gets the hell out of the way quick, and it is entertaining. If I do say so myself, we yeah,
Yeah,
hell yeah. But yes, and one thing I want to touch on really quick is the waiting line. The like it sucks you into
yeah.
the immersion through posters, you know what I mean? Like posters for these made up movies about insects, the pollinator. I remember that was one that I loved a lot because it was a great pun.
There was one of like Beauty and the Bee or whatever,
Beauty and the Bee, exactly.
and it was like a picture of like Flick or whatever, like an ant, like as the Beast.
Hmm. And I
Like it
think
was
there,
just really that was like the '90s vibe of like when like Disney '90s when like Stitch or like when they had I mean that was like early 2000s but like it kind of like spoofed off of other Disney things and so they kind of had that trend there for a little bit so it was kind of nice to see like DuckTales or Bugtails or whatever like
yeah,
things like that.
yeah, or good wilt hunting, talking about the wilting of a flower. I'm pretty sure it's dramatic as hell, but it was funny as hell the first time I saw it.
Sounds like it.
It was.
But yeah, no, but it has that like movie theater, but you're in a bug like atmosphere.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes, it has the feel of like a like not an opera house, but like a stage performance, you know. And this is
Hmm.
how it's framed. That's the basis of the story. It is a stage performance. It's a play. Yeah, it's a performance.
And they even have like the music. Like I remember this because I said the Disney World soundtrack, like, and it's like 12 years ago when I got it, so it's still kind of outdated. They have like a version of Beauty and the Beast, but like it sings with like bees as like an orchestra. So like the music behind just the walking cue right there is like no, it's cute and thematic.
Yeah, it is. It is. And the one thing I am gonna miss is the fact that the ride feels so genuine, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like they're self-aware that it is a play, that it is a performance, but the fact that they want to put so much effort into making this one of the best shows in ever, right? It's similar to the Muppets in that way. They're aware of the performance, but they want to put on an amazing show. And because everything goes so wrong so quickly, it becomes entertaining and it works to the strength of the ride of the show itself, you know what I mean?
I'm excited for these stuff, but it's just like I don't know. It's just it's or I don't know. It's sorry, I'm at a loss of words.
Take your
No,
time.
it's just it sucks. It's just I wish again they were expanding.
Yeah, I know. I know. It like but as you said, this trend of Disney rapidly expanding and replacing their classic rides with something else, like right now they're kind of 50-50. Like the whole Splash Mountain Tiana's boat ride thing, the freaking Muppets ride with Monsters Inc. The fact that they don't have access to whatever records for Aerosmith and they're replacing it with the Muppets or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of a mixed. To me, it's serving mixed
And
reaction.
Indiana Jones with dinosaur,
And Indiana Jones with dinosaur, exactly.
but it
I
also
don't
kept.
know.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, like the point is, I have strong feelings for the rides that they're replacing, and I don't feel like they're bad ideas. It's just that the way that they're being implemented is just weird. The timing of it all is just weird, you know, and I don't know. It just feels less genuine than they would than you know genuinely. It feels less genuine than expanding uh expanding the parks in a way and just giving these IPs their own rides, their own lands and stuff.
Sorry, Nico sent me something funny, but yeah.
Shut up, Nico. He's mine for now.
Shut up, the hedgehog. But yeah,
Hell yeah, edge lord looking ass.
yeah. Where's that damn fourth
Or
chaos?
Chaos Emerald. I just love Latina Sonic. Adios, amigo.
Los muchachas. No. But no, but I think that like Epcot, for example, I still love Spaceship Earth because it still has that charm of what Epcot used to be. But now Test Track is like being updated again, but it's not like what Epcot used to be. It just felt like it was more like innovation and science and what's going on tomorrow. Ellen's Energy Adventure. Okay, hang on though. Here's I'm going to try to contradict myself though because Ellen's Energy Adventure is a bland educational show, but
Yes.
like you just move around to see like some really cool dinosaurs, and then you just watch like a big movie theater of how everything is existed for with energy. Cool idea, but it's kind of bland.
Yeah.
But then they replaced it with a much better ride, which is the
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Galaxy like Cosmic Quest, and it's a fantastic ride. It's complicated because they have that stupid like oh you gotta like pick like with the Rise Resistance queue we have to like get up at 7 o'clock in the morning for the queue or like go to 1 o'clock or whatever. And if not, if they get a lightning, like, you have to pay extra. So it's like it's still this complicated thing, and still there's not enough rides to like complement that. And I
Yeah.
just think that it's I don't know, it's just weird. And there's rare moments where like even if you go to like Rise of Resistance, for example, and now they have the wait time, but now it's still so big. So it's rare to have it where it's like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, it is. It is. And yeah, in my opinion, if they get rid of its stuff to be a bug, it's losing a lot of the identity that Animal Kingdom had, if you ask me. Like you got to remember all the animals that are below you as well, you know. Not like but like below you, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
literally they're this big. This big. Yeah.
I killed the man with this.
With this thumb.
Sorry, wrong Pixar thing.
But anyway, my man, that's all I had for it's tough to be a bug. Like,
Same here. We're running out of time though. We should probably end it soon.
oh yeah, my man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, with that being said, I think it's a good time to call it off. Thank you all for watching there, hearing us vent about our frustrations, about, you know, us getting older, you know, them messing with our nostalgia and the fact that we can't let go of them. But at the same time, they're being really cheap with it. But, you know, what do we know? You know what I mean? Yeah. Well,
No,
yes. Yes. But yeah. Well, speaking of which, my man, all right. I think it's time to call it a good night. Good night to all our fans out there. And Elliot, any last parting words for you, my man?
oh, is it my turn to give some advice?
Yeah.
Oh boy. If you're gonna wax your guitar, make sure it's not Gorilla Glue.
That's good advice. That's really good advice. God forbid you strip the paint off with Gorilla Glue.
I know, man. It's gonna rip off your skin, man. You don't want that.
All
Well,
right, my
that's
man.
my advice. I hope you like it.
I love it. I love it. It's fun, it's educational, and it'll save your guitar's paint. Thank you. Thank you very
That's
much.
right. Exactly.
All right, my man. I'll see you later. Yeah, catch you on the flip side, chap lip.
Exactly.